Hello everyone, it's vanburman here. Today I want to talk to you about key sites, whether they're good or bad. Obviously people have had their own experiences and I just sort of want to share mine as well. So the other day I was looking through on the key sites, well I was actually looking through on my Steam wishlist just to see what was coming out. And really I was sort of looking at it from a Division point of view. Because of course, as we know, the Division is made by Ubisoft and it's going to be coming out on Uplay. Now, I personally want to have it on Steam. Same thing with The Witcher 3. I've got that on GOG rather than on Steam because I could get it for a lot cheaper. So I started to have a look to see if there were any sites selling a Steam code for The Division, because of course The Division is going to be £40 on Steam when it comes out, and that's just the there were sites that were doing it a little bit cheaper for Uplay. Probably, I can't remember how much it was now, £34 perhaps at the time when I was looking. So you're saving £6. Ubisoft also got it for 40, but ideally I'd want it on Steam. You know, if I could find somewhere that was doing it for £34 on Steam, I would have taken it, most likely. But sometimes with a lot of stuff, it's not really worth it because, from my perspective, the way I see it is there's a risk versus reward side of things when it comes to buying from a key site. Now, every single time I bought from them, whether it be CD keys, Simply Keys or Simply something, and CJS, I believe they're called. I can't remember, but the link's down in the description below if you want to go and have a look at that. I've never had any problems with any of them. All of them have delivered to me the right keys for the games, and usually sometimes, early than the release date. So there has been that. I think they did with Fallout. I got Fallout like 3 or 4 days before, so that was really good. And also got it for a pretty cheap price. I got it for about £23. I don't do it with every game. Don't get me wrong. I do it sort of mainly for the bigger games. If there's a smaller game that is, under £10, then yeah, just go through Steam. You're not going to save a lot anyway by going on the key sites. And also with Vermintide as well. I believe I just bought that off Steam, whereas you could probably save £4 if you got it on a key site, I believe it was. But it didn't really seem worth it to me, so I just went out and bought it because I knew what I was getting in the game and I knew it was a good price anyway, so I didn't have a problem with that. But anyway, I'm going to go to a real world example so you can see. So where are we? So this screen here has the top 3 games on my Steam wishlist. XCOM 2, which of course is coming out on the 5th, which is 2 days from now. We've also got Warhammer Total War, which, I've made a complaint video about that. But anyway, that's coming out in April. And then you got The Division, like I've already explained, and that's coming out in March. So if you wanted to buy all of these games from Steam, all of a sudden you're looking at £125. Now, I think the games are slightly overpriced. This is how I see it when I go looking for key sites. So the $34.99 for XCOM 2 is not the worst by any stretch, but considering it's already got DLC and everything else to it, I'd more like to see XCOM around the £30 mark, Warhammer probably around the 35 mark, and The Division also about that. So, you're looking at what, 15, 20, £25 I'm expecting, so really I'd be sort of looking to pay £100 for all those. But now I'm going to show you my receipt from CD Keys, also with the 5% discount you get from liking them on Facebook. So we're going to go and see that. And here it is. So, in a direct comparison between the two, you've saved £10 from XCOM. You've then saved, I'm going to take some quick maths, I'm probably going to get it wrong, 18, no, not 18, is it? £28 on Warhammer, and then £12 on The Division. So that's a lot of savings that you're getting. But of course, you have to remember that the key sites are a lot less reputable than Steam. As soon as you buy that on Steam, it does enter your library. That's it, it's yours. You've got a guaranteed place to go back to and complain if anything goes wrong. You don't get the same sort of thing on the key sites, but it's just down to you whether you can take the risk for the savings. I mean, £125 it would be on Steam, and let's just say for arguments this is 75, so that's £40. So I just decided to buy all the games for the next couple of months just in one go, and that's a lot of money to save. That's, well, could be an extra game or 2 extra games if you think about it in that sense. And one of the arguments that I thought about while thinking about how it works, and sort of obviously you want to pay more to give more to the game developers, but of course these keys come from the game developers themselves in one way or another, and at the end of the day they will get some money from when they've sold the keys off originally. Now normally, I will explain what happens in most of the circumstances is that the game developer will release keys that are unlockable worldwide, but just sell them in one region. So for example, if you are curious enough, you can look at the Ukrainian or the Russian site of Steam. And if you do the conversions, you will notice that everything is massively cheaper, normally about 50%. And these keys are then sold to Russian companies or Russian retailers sometimes, and they obviously will just either get the keys or they get the box versions or whatever, and then people will then buy them from them at, I don't know what price, but anyway, the fact of the matter is that this is usually how those keys are acquired. So because they're sold at a much lower price somewhere else, I think the same in Singapore as well, they then goes down the chain to the key sites, and then they can decide how much markup they want to make on the game, while trying to, they obviously know the customer's going to balance that risk and reward. So that's my opinion on it. If you do want to have a look, CD Keys at the minute, as you can probably tell by my receipt, I've got the best prices for those games. CSJ are not far off. I prefer CSJ Keys personally. I would have gone with them, but they didn't have Total War. XCOM 2 was a couple of pounds more, and I can't remember. I don't even know if they had the Division or not. I think after they didn't have Warhammer, I decided not to go with them. And the fact that the CD Keys do have Warhammer, and it's such a big saving, I think that's the thing that pushed me to go for it. And I added the Division on as a last minute thing, because I only really got to play hardly any of the beta, because I've been busy with working. So unfortunately I missed out on that, and that's why there's no Division gameplay on the channel, unfortunately. But oh well, that's such is life. Anyway, if you guys got any comments or experiences on key sites, do leave them down below and let me know what you think. As far as I'm concerned, it's down to yourself, down to your own personal preference on whether you want to take the risk to get a much cheaper game. I don't even know if the price is even that important to you. To me, it is quite important, and I always try to get best value for my money, and that's in terms of everything. All the stuff that I've bought for my computer or for or whatever, really, technologically wise, always go for the best deals on everything. The microphone was in one of Amazon's sales, might have been the Black Friday sale, so I got £20 20% off, maybe. I think it might have been. I can't remember, but I got a good deal on it compared to the normal price. Same with the webcam, same with the monitors, same with the new case I've got, which I haven't even shown you guys yet, but I will do it at some point. And same with my GoPro as well. Just about shopping around for the best price you can. And I'll leave it up to you guys anyway. Let me know. Thank you very much. I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.